So step one, we're going to read the question, and it says, what's the smaller number? So there's not really much context here, but everybody, can we agree that that makes sense? There might be a couple of numbers. We're looking for the smallest one. Right? Cool. So I'm just going to say small number equals blank. Again, I'm just doing this to anchor in what I'm supposed to be figuring out. So just in case I get lost in the sauce and I'm reading this question over and over again, I at least can write down and understand, yeah, there's a couple of numbers. What's the smallest one? So now I can go ahead and collect information, knowing that that anchor is still there. So first things first, it's going to say that two numbers add up to 90. Okay, let me just turn that English into math, because I notice in the next sentence, it says one number is 38 more than the other. So again, two numbers add up to 90. One number is 38 more than the other. Everybody, is it true that they're throwing around some math here? Some math words that we can translate? Right, we saw a couple things. We saw a couple things we could absolutely take advantage of. So let me show you what that looks like. So right over here, two numbers add up to 90. Everybody, I didn't pick any names for these numbers, any variables, any letters. So I'm going to keep things easy. I'm just going to say A and B. Is that cool with y'all? Is it cool with y'all if I just say A and B? Two numbers, we got A, we got B. I don't know what they are. I'm going to figure it out. But I'm just going to say that A and B are the numbers. So A plus, because again, the word add means, add them together. A plus B, two numbers, adds up to 90. Everybody, do we agree with that, what I just did? Two numbers add up to 90, so A plus B equals 90. Is that cool with you? Cool, because I'm attempting to show you a difficult concept in systems of equations. I'm attempting to show you it understandably. Before we continue, just want to take a quick moment to thank you for watching this video. And all I ask is that you please like, comment, and subscribe to the channel. That way more people just like you can see these videos. But on top of that, if you're looking for more ways to practice the right way and raise your score with guidance without stressing, then I really wholly 100% recommend my ASVAB All-Access Program. The program, long story short, helps you watch, practice, and master every topic, from the word knowledge to paragraph comprehension, arithmetic reasoning, math knowledge, general science. It's there and it's designed to help you succeed with practicing the right way. So, with that said, check out the link in the description to see how it all works, because you're going to have ways to learn in every way that you prefer. And you get my guidance and my support all the way until you pass. So don't hesitate. Stop feeling nervous and being anxious and letting yourself feel that way when there's a solution waiting right here for you. Check out the link in the description. That way you see how it works. And then reach out to me if you have any questions about it. Let's get back to raising our scores. So let's take a look at this next sentence. And I'm going to show you again the magic that comes with knowing how to translate English into math. So here it says, one number is 38 more than the other. So let me go ahead and just break it down to you literally word by word. One number, everybody, is it fair if I just go ahead and write A? So one of the numbers, I'll just pick A. And then it says the word is. Everyone, in math, what does the word is translate to? Equals. Okay, so I can say that one number, like I said, A is equals, then it says 38 more than the other number. So is it true that that would translate to, okay, 38 more than the other? So that would be B plus 38. Start with B, go 38 more than that. Is that fair? Is that fair to you? Boom. So there you go. You have the other equation, the other relationship that you can form, and that's going to go ahead and turn into right over here. A again equals B plus 38. Okay. Yes or no, are you good up to this point? Yes or no, do you understand that all we did was we turned the English into math? Okay, good. Thanks for being good participants here today. I like that. Thank you. Now, my next question is going to be this. Do you know how to solve something like this fairly quickly? Because we got to the math. Now the question is, do you know how to do the math? Yes or no for you? You got to plug in. Oh, so you're saying plug in the answer choices? That can absolutely work if you know how the math works, absolutely. But if you don't know how to do this, don't worry. This is what's called a system of equations. System of equations. And the way that you can solve them, one of the ways, especially with this setup, is called substitution. So for example, everybody, if I'm using the example of, let's say, talking to Isaiah. So if it's me and Isaiah talking, and I say, hey, Isaiah, you and I, we have the same number of marbles in our pockets. So we both have a handful of marbles in our pockets, and we say that we have the same number. Everybody, if I were to say that in my pocket, I got 15 marbles, what can we say about Isaiah? If in the beginning we said that we had the same number of marbles, and then I say, I have 15, what can we then say about Isaiah? Right. We can say that he has 15 as well. We can say that he has 15 as well. So that's what I'm trying to get into here. This is what's going to help us solve this. Again, if you're not quite here yet with systems of equations, it's going to be a long way till you get there. But we really want to focus on the basics first. So if this part's a little confusing, don't worry. But here's what we're going to do. This A here and this A here, they're the same. They're the same A. We talked about it already. And we see that A is B plus 38. So what we're saying with that is we're saying, hey, look, instead of saying A, you can just say B plus 38. It's the same thing. Again, this equals this. So this is the same thing as A. And what that allows me to do is it allows me to do this. I'm going to copy this over. And instead of writing A, nope, I'm going to replace it with B plus 38. That is a perfectly legal thing to do. Everyone, did that make sense? Because A is B plus 38, I can replace A with B plus 38. That's why it's called substitution, because you're substituting the value. You're substituting it in with something else. And like I said, if this is a little too advanced for you right now, don't worry. I just need to make sure I expose everybody to the problems that you can expect to see. All right. So the great thing is that was the worst of it. Once you're done with the worst of it, you're good. This is actually going to be pretty easy because all you have to do now is solve. Everyone, we have B plus 38 plus B. We can combine those like terms. What does this combine to? What does B plus B combine to? Yeah, that's going to be 2B. 2B. And then we still have that 38. So it looks like we have to solve a miniature equation here. Let's keep it real, my math party people. I know that watching these ASVAB videos on YouTube is great, but what if you could join me live for a free class once a week? I do have free classes live once a week for 2 hours apiece for ASVAB Math, so why not join me? Click the link right here. That way you can join me, raise your score for free, and keep kicking butt like you're doing right now. Let's get back to the action, but I hope to see you in class soon. Click there and let's get started. What do we do now? What do we do to both sides? Who knows how to solve an equation? Who knows what we should be doing? Subtract 38 on both sides. Sounds good. So we'll subtract 38 here, subtract 38 there. Okay, that's going to cancel that out. And we're left with 2b equals what? What's 90 minus 38? That's going to be 52. Sounds good. So now that we have 2b equals 52, what do we do to both sides to finish this up? Right, we'll divide by 2 on both sides and we are set. Booyah. Done there. And that's going to be b equals 26. Now, just to be careful here, are we done? Is b equal 26? Is that going to be the final answer? Is that going to be the final answer? Are we sure that 26 is the smaller number? Are we sure? So the thing is, 26 is the answer. But notice how I asked the question. Because the only reason that a lot of us were like, man, I think we got the final answer, is because you got done calculating something. Don't stop when you're done calculating. Stop when you can confirm that that's the final answer. And one way that you can confirm it is this. Well, what's the other number? If one of the numbers is 26, what's the other number? And all you have to do to figure that out is go over here. Right over here. It says these two numbers add up to 90, or you can say that A is B plus 38. We found out that B is 26. So if we were to plug that in, if we wanted to, let me zoom in over here. If I plugged it in, A equals B, which is 26 plus 38. Everybody, what's 26 plus 38? 64. So these are our numbers. We got B equals 26, A equals 64. Which one of them is the smaller number? Which one of these is the smaller one? 26. And that's why 26 is the final answer. That's why D is correct. And so we both know this video just helped you with your test anxiety by just a little bit. And to keep lowering your test anxiety and keep raising your confidence, that's what my ASVAB All-Access Program is for. The link's right up here. Click it, watch the video on how it works, and you'll see exactly why thousands of my students have raised their scores and gotten the jobs they want. So click there, watch the video, and sign up to raise your score. I'll see you soon.